afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. How we doing out there, cupcakes? And you, Asterix Borden Koi. I see you. How we doing, brother? I'm glad you enjoyed the show on the Saturday. I was there on the Sunday. Had an absolutely fucking awesome day. When I'm not falling over. Fucking awesome day. I didn't do any gossiping on camera, and I didn't do any filming on camera because, one, I had Susan with me, and two, I was enjoying talking to the subscribers and everyone else that I bumped into and chatted to out there. It was absolutely great chatting with every single one of you, and I hope you enjoyed this show yourselves. I've got to say, it didn't seem as busy. It didn't seem as busy this year. Maybe it was just me. Oh, I've got to sit down. Ugh, my legs are killing me. It's been a long weekend. Came home to fun and games here at Twisted Towers. Well, to be honest, I actually thought I was going to come home to a lot of fatalities in Tosai Tank. Because when I was up at Shane's last week, like a fucking knobhead, I left my microscope up at Shane's, and Friday before we left, it was looking like I had Whitespot in the Tosai tank, and all I had is formalin, didn't have no malachite green, so I crossed my fingers and crossed my toes and hoped that there wouldn't be major league fatalities in the Tosai tank by the time I got home from the show on Sunday with some malachite green, so I could do an malachite green and formalin mix. So I preferred mixing my own. Luckily, there was one, which was a damn sight less than what I thought I was going to get. So yeah, first job was clean the shit out of the Easy Pod and then bang in a treatment, and so far there was two in there that I didn't think would last the night. One didn't, so in total 2 fatalities, but the rest is looking good. I did feel bad to a degree because I was given some fish by my good friend Mark from Cuttlebrook Koi Farm. Literally, me and Sue walked past and it was, "Twiz, do you want some fish?" "Okay, mate." And before I could look at them, he had them in a box and ready for me. So when I opened up them yesterday evening, I was quite surprised. I was really surprised. I was quite pleased actually as well. But I wasn't pleased with the fact that I had to put them into the Tosai tank and then treat them because they were going in there. Well, they were going in there to be quarantined anyway, so yeah. But they're all right. They're all good. There was 5 Akame Kiyag. Well, some people would call them Akame Kashigoi. Some people would call them an Akame Kigoi because they're more of a yellowy colour. But either way, all 5 are Akame. And there was also a Showa and a Kahaku. So thank you very much, Mark Davis at Cuttlebrook. And yeah, they're in there, they're doing good. I will stitch a video on now. So yeah, that was what I found when I opened up the box, and as you can hear, thank you, as you can see, not all is happy in the pond at this moment in time. That was the Becco just coming up out of the water. and I have noticed a bit of a mucus build up on my chagoy. So first things first is scrapes on the microscope, but there is a few more things I want to cover first. Let's have a tea. Sure it was Kim. Kim tackled me about a pom-pom tree because her husband won't do it for her. So Kim, instead of pressing the brakes and stop, I swear, the fucking Becco's just thrown me completely, as well as soaked me as well. So yeah, I will do one of these for you, Kim, and when it's done, I will send you a message, and it will be all wired and ready, a bit like David's is over there. Did speak with Dave. Dave's a cracking bloke. Orchard Koi, go over and check out his channel. Give him a subscribe. Tell him the Twisted One sent you. But yeah, Dave's just had a child number 3, so he's a bit busy at the moment. So yeah, it will stay there until he's able to come and visit. But it was absolutely great talking to you and your good lady. Then I bumped into the reefer, and he's like, "I've got something for you." But at the time, he was flat out busy bagging and bowling fish for people. So I caught him later on in the day, and he's like, "You're suffering with blanket weed again, ain't you?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "I'll tell you what, I'll give you some of this, take it away, give it a try, and tell me what you think." So I am going to do just that. Now, according to this, 1 kilo treats 30,000 litres. Now, I haven't got a major league infestation, but when I got home yesterday and I boiled the Tempest a few times and then purged the bottom drain, I had an almighty fucking guy. You see this dirty great big snot come out of there. So that's now on its second boil. I've got to switch things round on the pump down there because I think that the non-return valve that is there is actually choking the system. So what I want to do is I want to take that one off there, put it up there, and then put that one there, down there. Bob's your Uncle Fat's your aunt. But while I'm in here, now I haven't touched this bucket since Friday morning, just before I left for Maidstone. Now, I did give them a good feed Friday morning before I left, but they didn't get any food until last night when we got home. Now look at the amount of skimmit my airlift has taken out of this growing on tank, and this is without food being present as well. This is mind blowing. Yep. So from Friday morning to Monday morning, that's the contents of the skimmit bucket, and as you can see, that looks pretty darn grim. Now just think what the water quality would have been like had I not had this running. Now, as you can see, the fish themselves are growing really well. The water clarity is bob on, and the whole system is run on 2 air pumps. Just proving, once again, that you do not have to pay the earth to build a good working system. Now, you don't have to have an easy pod, you can make your own fucking static bed, and that was the intention originally for this system. But I was lucky to have a Mr. Kev Once again, Mr. Kev, thank you very much. And yeah, that's the only reason I got the Easy Pod and not a static bed. Otherwise it would have been a static bed, moving bed, and it would still have been run on 2 air pumps. Right. Now, also, I've got 2 en route. I've got one coming from my man Stubbsy from Stubbs of Craigs, and I've got one coming from my man McAcoy, and I've now got the new camouflage edition Koi Soldier mug, which will take my tally up to, once the other ones arrive, 71 mugs. Oh my word. So yeah, this one will go up here with pride of place with Lee's Christmas special from last year. So there we go, that's number 69. And as soon as numbers 70 and 71 arrive, don't you worry, you will be the first to know. So yeah, that's on the boil, that'll be dumped in a minute. These in here are now perking up and looking better than they were Friday before I left. Turn the air pump off a minute. As you can see, I've got a bit of a mucus layer on the Deutsch shower down there. But there's the Kahaku, and like I say, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Karashigoi, and the little shower is down there. So that's them sorted. These have got to have a major filter clean today as well, but first things first is the Beko and the Charasuri are going to be put in the bowl. I'm going to do some scrapes, and then it's going to be microscope time. So until I find out exactly what the fuck I'm dealing with, I will be back to you in a bit. Well, that's on boil number 3, but on the second empty, look at this, another big lobbit of blanket. We look at that, fucking crazy. So, the craziness aside, microscopes are all set up, slides are all set, cover slips are all set. These have all been cleaned. So I'll get you set up on here, and I shall net one of the little buggers up, be it the Charatsuri or the Beko. There we go, that should do just fine. They're not small fish, so we need the big bowl. Key factor you want to remember when you're bowling fish, ladies and gentlemen, this is one thing that was always taught to me by Mark at Cuttlebrook when I first started, is you don't want to chase them. All you want to do is gently cut off their exits and then corral them to where you can then hover them in the net. Now he's a big boy. In fact, if I take you up there, if you zoom in, or if I zoom in even, See the mucus build up? Now usually he is absolutely squeaky clean, so hence why we're doing the scrapes. That and the fact that the Becco decided that it was going to try doing a Free Willy audition. So I'm going to take a little bit of water out of here. And for those that don't know, this is my Charat Suri. So basically a Chagoi with Shiro Utsuri banding. He's not the best of boys for playing ball, aren't you, sunshine? There we go. That's one. This is where it gets fun. I'm going to flip them upside down and go from the base of the gill plates all the way to the anal fin. There we go, and then we just release. I'm not going to stress him too much by taking a third one because I will be scraping the Becco. So there we go, folks. Now I've got a couple of scrapes and I am going to go and study on the microscope, and I will come back to you if I find anything. So that's the Charat Suri scraped, and all I could find was some white spot. But I am now going to scrape the Becco, so I'm going to spin you around and let's see and hope she plays ball today. Zoom you out. There we go. Let me see the screen. Here we go. Come to Papa. Yeah, she's definitely pinked up a little. And the sweet pea. We'll get you sorted. Yeah, she's definitely looking a little pink. Couple of fresh cards. You're not giving me much mucus, girl. Oh, come on, I know you don't like this bit. I know that I want to get your belly. There we go, settle down. There we go. Get a better one down her side. There we go. Sorry, hit the wrong fucking button again. Right, that's two 2 good scrapes. They don't like being upside down, it's unnatural to them, but if you can get them upside down and you can get them still, you can then get a real nice good scrape across the belly from the gill plate to the anal fin. So I'm going to put these on the few slides once I've dried out a bit, because she did make a bit of a mess, and we'll come back to you with the results. Fish slime all over me now. Well, get my eyes to readjust. Go in here a second. Well, didn't find anything else other than Whitespot, so that's the next course, is to get the malachite green and formalin, and what I'll do is I'll shut off the easy pod, because that's going to be clean next. I'll get these bits changed over on this pump, I'll show you that in a second, and then what I'll do is I'll put the malachite green and formalin into the pond without anything running for a little while. Gives me a little bit of leeway to get what I need to do done over here, and then we can fire it all back up again. So yeah, see what I got is I've got this non-return valve there. Now I think that is causing a restriction, so I've got to I'm gonna have to take that off completely, because it won't go the other way because I glued it in place. Oh fuck. Oh boo. Bollocks. I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, that's all the filters off and the green stuff in. So I'll leave them like that now for a good hour or so. Gives me a chance to go to Morrison's, get something for dinner, and pick up a tube of Obi-Wan, because I'm going to need a tube of Obi-Wan for the changes I've made. I need to get a bit of Obi-Wan around this bit here. Around this joint here. But other than that, you wouldn't believe that non-return valve is in there. I've just cut it a dang sight shorter. Dang sight shorter. And the Mexicans going fucking nuts again. Is that because of the... There's no one there, you nutter! Fucking dog does me sometimes, it really does. Oh, messages coming in left, right and centre. So yeah, once I've got the pump all sealed up and we're up and running and top back up, I'll pick you back up, Spots. Well, there we go, back from home base. Home base didn't go fucking home base, did it? That's me back from Morrison's, had dinner, fixed the pump, pump's working fine, and so is the bio bin. Absolutely chuffed to bits, so it's doing exactly what it's supposed to, and I can run it as fast as I want now. At the moment, presently I'm only running at 40%, and the skimmer is running at 40% as well. What I did do after I'd got back, I'd finished cleaning the easy pods, started the system back up, and then I added another drop of both the malachite green and the formalin. I'm not going to tell you how much I put in, because I don't want some silly bastard coming back to me and went, I used the exact measurements you did and all my fish are dead. So yeah, I've put an extra bit of malachite green and formalin into the pond to accommodate for the water that I've then topped the system back up with once I've fired things back up. But let's go out to that bin. Matter of fact, maybe we'll keep that one. So yeah, Didn't get the old blanket weed stuff in, but we'll wait till the malachite green and the formaline's gone from there. So as you can see, looking all tickety boo, and the non-return valve is here. Bio bin's boiling beautifully. So next job will be tomorrow when I drop the water level down once I've done, because let me zoom you out a bit. Easy prod clean tomorrow for the growing on tank. So when I restart the system and all the water drops down, I will then remove these rubber boots, and I'm going to replace them with these tank connectors sealed into place with some OB1, and then I can play about with my standpipes here. Got things I need the rubber boots for, plus I want to be able to get this area filled in and sealed off very much like it is round there. And got that tap left to do, so there's not really much left to do in here other than insulating for the winter now. But like I say, these are doing really well. But yeah, I am going to have to remove a few. There's a few in there with pec fin. Pec fins just aren't right. There is some cracking fish in there though. Cracking fish in there. So let's have a quick mooch out here, see what we can see. So they're still in greenness. I've had a couple of jumping and what a bit that's to be expected. But yeah, other than that, they all look tickety boo. Got to get that put away. Filter clean for that one over there tomorrow, and I have got some fittings. It's whether I've got enough pipe. I might even see if I can get that up and running, even if it is just to feed that, just to get the media in it mature until I really start playing about with stuff over there. That's once these are empty. I mean, there's a Benny Camonru in there that Phil North's got to collect. There's the Ginrin in there that Skeggy's got to collect. You've got the Shiro in there for Adskoi, and you've also got Phil G's Koi Pond's Kiyotsury in there. So yeah, and I'm actually thinking when I can finally get rid of those fish and out of there, I will actually shut that system down while I fuck around and change with all the filters in there. That way I'm not fucking in danger, fucking around with fish after putting new filter systems in. So yeah, I'll probably end up moving a couple of these over there once I've done some changes. But they're gonna get a part dose, and then I'm gonna go in for the night. So as always folks, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you're always great, and we will catch you Wednesday. New Forest Koi Farm. There could be alive. Keep your eyes peeled.
That's all, cupcakes.